Simbare vanhu mucharuona munangagwa. Thank you so much for joining us. Those who are just joining us, we are live here on Change Radio, Facebook, Change Radio, YouTube. We are also live on Change Radio, the radio itself. Thank you. This is your favorite program, News Review, coming live at the same time every Sunday, 9 p.m. Zimbabwean time. And it's 2 p.m. here. We are sorry we are a little later, but yes, we're just fixing a little things, but we are ready to go now. We have a number of stories that made the headlines on Change Radio. Top among them, of course, the story of the week. It's actually going to become the story of the year, Susan Mutami. And we are hearing stories here that it's causing a lot of problems in Zanu Pf. They might not be talking about it. They are not coming out in the open, but I can tell you that there is a lot happening within the Zanu Pf camp. We'll talk about that. And of course, we are also going to talk about the election victory. CCC continues to score momentous victories over Zanu Pf, where Zanu Pf is in chaos, especially because of the issues with regards to Mutami, Susan Mutami. CCC, we saw them romping to victory in Kariba and also in Chipinge. We'll talk more about that. And of course, we have our very own news presenter, Thabisile, who got a very big acting position in a South African movie thriller. She's here with us. She's going to give us more details on that. And of course, there are other stories that we're going to look into. Let me give a chance here to my fellow panelists to greet all our viewers here. DJ Prof, Kurise, South Africa.
Yes. Thank you, Chief. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Regai nditange ndimhoresa vakwangu kumusha. Ini ndiri mukore. Ndichiti mudodini pa kumandarwen. Hanzi izvoni majeiko manheru ano manhoko ano majeiko ko. Muri sei abi yangu? Hai, kuno tinotamba. Tiri pano pachange radio news review makadi mativi mana mwese kwese kwamuri tinochingamidza zvakare kuchirongwa chedu musi wesvondo wega dj prof. Regai ndipe vamwe mukana, regai masi zvamanzwa nachipi kuti tine mutakunanzwa watakakugadzirirai watichakupakurirai nhasi unoyu. Tinotenda
Babs, DJ Babs, Comrade Babs, Champion Babs, Leader Babs, whatever the case might be.
Thank you so much, Chief Shoshe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabweans from all over the world. Lingabe lichona njani, lavuka njani, mthwakazi omuhle. Yebo sesiphendukile njalo news review lapho esihlungula isihlaziya indaba ebezitshisa iviki lonke leli. Namhlanje silendaba etshisayo, indaba kaSusan Mutami. Yona ebisidla ubhedu, yena wadlangulwa ngumnankagwa esesengumntwana. So lilalele, sizabe sililethela ezindaba eziningi kakhulu. Mthwakazi omuhle, ngiyabonga.
Loveness, in South Africa, Zakare, how is South Africa?
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you, champions all over the world. Thank you, champions in the house. Kuno South Africa kuri right chando chete takwara neflu. Tinotenda ine mukana, tinotenda zvekare nema-citizens akangotjoina vatora mukana wavo vasacrifice kuti vave nesu pane dzinongova pachirongwa chino chenews review tichitarisa nyaya dzanga dzichipisa nedziri kupisa svondo rino. Ndinoti stay tuned, munzwe kuti zvakamira sei. Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Tabs, the person of the moment, Thabisile, how is South Africa? Kunjani ko South Africa?
Sanibonani nonke. Greetings everybody, the champions and the movers of what we are on about. South Africa is okay. It's a bit cold, getting better though. Yeah, we thank God we're still alive.
Okay, I know you don't have much time, so we'll get to start with you right away. Yes, we have heard of the good news. I've seen the trailer of your movie. I think we're gonna try and give it to Estella so that she can play part of that trailer if it is permissible yet. You will tell us more about that. But just give us a brief of what happened in South Africa. How did you get this position, or this movie position rather? Yes. How did you get it, and what is the name of the movie, and when do you think it's going to premiere?
Thank you for the opportunity. So the name of the movie is The Step Killer. Now, The Step Killer is
Yeah, Thabisile, you might have to go out and come back again because Thabisile might have to go out and come back again. We can't get properly there. But moving on, Thabisile will come back. But moving on, let's talk about Susan Mutami. But of course, we did cover this widely yesterday. But the story keeps developing. We keep hearing what is going on right now in the Zanu Pf camp. Yeah, Thabisile, you might have to go out completely and then you come back because we are having difficulties hearing you. Yeah, your network is not stable there. So there are different variations to the story of Susan. Some people are saying he is being used by a Zanu Pf faction. Some are even associating what is happening with Susan to Triple C. They are saying Triple C might have instigated Susan Mutami to do it. But obviously, as a Triple C, we distance ourselves completely from what Susan is doing. We know that Susan is exercising her rights as a Zimbabwean, as a citizen, as a person who was abused, as a person who was yes, physically and sexually abused by one who calls himself the president of Zimbabwe. That she has waited until this time to speak out is entirely up to her. This is the time that she has decided to come out. It's not very easy. I think the women that are here are going to tell us that sometimes it's not easy to come out in the open and tell the world that you have been sexually molested. She has decided to come out now that no, she has seen that she is now ready for herself to come out and speak out. I don't think she was given money by anyone. I don't think she's being instigated by any person to do that. I listened to the 4 hours, rendition that she gave on Twitter. You could tell that this is someone who is deeply affected. She was speaking out of her emotions. She was speaking from the bottom of her heart. And the good thing that I liked about Susan was that she gave evidence, graphics of what happened, of how Emerson Mnangagwa sexually assaulted. Maybe we might need to double check. That's the evidence, because I know some people are asking and questioning about the issue of evidence. I think she did provide that. We just need some people to double check and who get that, because already there are people that have been coming to Change Radio inbox, to my personal inbox as well, confirming that they were also sexually and physically abused by Emerson Mnangagwa, and we'll continue to break those stories as we go. Barbara, you can come in here. The biggest question that people are asking today is why did Susan Mutami decide to come out now?
I think, thank you so much, Chief. I think Susan was very clear the reason why she came out. She mentioned that SB Moyo, baba wemwana wake, how she spoke about how SB Moyo was killed, and she said, "Good SB Moyo anakufane COVID, he was killed by Mnangagwa." And then he later said, "Good SB Moyo akati kana nafa, please do me a favor and tell the world what happened." So iye ari kuti pakutaura zvakataurwa naSibusiso, she also thought kuti is good kuti abva ataura nyaya yake ka1 kuti zviite mutsindo, kakuti zvityise, handiri kutora kuti akatogona kozva kutotyisa. And also the other evidence, anti akataura kuti Mnangagwa akachecheudzwa, anoziva nedheti racho raakachecheudzwa. Wakaenda wandocheka marekodzi, ndofunga wanomaona ikoko, besides makumbo ari yellow bone, zvidya zviri yellow bone. And with a rape victim, you don't even need to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Iye munhu ari kuaccusa ndiye anofanira kuprova kuti handina kuzviita. Not the victim, unfortunately, Chief. So, and I also saw in a tweet whereby this other lady was saying kuti akabviswa again na Goche, Nicholas Goche, muzukuru wa Nicholas Goche. So she was saying kuti she was abused how many years? Is it 16 years? achiabuswa, and mai vacho vaizviziva, mai vachona vakamuti ngaanyarare. So a lot of cases are emerging, Chief, and what we can safely conclude is that Zanu Pf is full of marapist. That's the reason why vasingadi kubva, Chief, because vanoziva kuti vane mhosva dzavo dzakawandisa, madhara aya, busy kuabhusa vana. So I think Susan has got she's got a case. Haina kuona kwangu, she's got a case. Hapana munhu angambotaura zvinhu zvakadaro. I know a lot of people might say some things. She didn't even hide, Chief. Even lifestyle yake, she said everything. I liked the openness. Hakuna munhu ane truth fanike mwana uyo. I liked the way she spoke about her life, her past. Haana kana chaakasiya, even chero zvichinyadzisa asokutaura kuti ndoziva kuti muchandiseka, seka henyu, asi ndakazviita because of ABCD. You know, she's very brave, that woman. Very powerful.
Yes, she is very brave, and we need to salute her. Yeah, you know, it's not easy to decide to come out against a person of Mnangagwa's caliber. We know how ruthless Emmerson Mnangagwa is. I think she mentioned it when she said SB Moyo did not die because of HIV or because of COVID, as was reported. He was killed. That's Mnangagwa for you. That's how ruthless he is. You know, when SB Moyo died, I think about 4 or 5 other generals or senior army officials also died around that time, together with parents Shiri. In fact, all the people that were involved in the coup, you know, half of them are gone. And I was talking to someone who was at Chikurubi. I will not mention the name of the person. He's saying, Masoja nema purisa akazara kuchikurubi. And those were part of that coup. You know, that's what happens when you have a coup. You know, the people that are involved are always victimized because, you know, they are the most people that can expose exactly what happened. So Emmerson Mnangagwa has gone after each and every one of them. He even wanted to get rid of Chiwenga. You know how sick Chiwenga got. He had been poisoned. And, you know, most of these people are dying because they would have been poisoned by Emmerson Mnangagwa. But we have a young lady here who, you know, has been very, very brave, you know, to stand against Emmerson Mnangagwa. DJ Prof, Twitter saying
Chief Soshe, before you go to Chief Soshe, before you go to Prof,
yes.
there's also issue ya Chihuri. Augustine Chihuri also claims kuti Mnangagwa akarepa mukadzi wake ari pregnant. What did you see it?
Wow, I haven't seen that. It's getting interesting.
Yeah, he said that.
Emmerson Mnangagwa need to come out. DJ Prof, Twitter say Midlands.
Okay, Chief, let me start by saying ndichatizame kutaura nechishona chakazara kuti nyase kunzwisisana nevamwe vedu vari vateereri vakateerera panapa ndekuti inini I'm thinking kuti dei yakanga iri an admission process by now. Mnangagwa should be the candidate to go to prison, and will be the first candidate on the list before other being accepted. But the second thing, I think I need to answer also your question, why mufunga kuti Susan vanhu vari kufunga kuti Susan ari kushandiswa neZanu Pf and why azofunga kubuda now. One, andirambe and from Susan's mouth akataura ega kuti the shenanigans were happening in the Zanu Pf circles. And you know kuti akataura kuti most of the people who are in Zanu Pf circles vaitoziva kuti what is happening kwandiri. But because of that, because of age, that's why vakatanga kumuchinjanisa kunge bhora. Mwana aitsvaka rubatsiro, munhu akanga ashayikirwa navabereki, vanhu vakanga ashayikirwa neclose mubereki padhuze achiri mudiki, and vobva vamutora vachita kunge vari kuda kumuchengeta, yet vari kuda kumuabuse. Mnangagwa knew kuti Susan akange ane zvaita nana Muda. Vana Muda knew kuti Susan ane zvaita nana anonzani Minister of Local Government. When Themba Mliswa goes there, aiziva kuti pane zvaiitika. So in that context yekuti vanhu vangada kuti anzi ari kushandiswa neZanu, but she come out open akataura clear kuti zvinhu zvese zvandakaitwa. You never mentioned anything from opposition until she mentioned nyaya ya my Tsvangirai about Tsvangirai's death. But on her own abuse, ari kutaura the lineage yakanga iri muZanu Pf. By that time Themba Mliswa was still also ZANU PF, and they knew each other because vaiwirirana. But on the second note ndeyekuti she mentioned it nguva yakawandisa achizvitaura kuti inini munhu wandaidanana naye ndiSB Moyo, ndiye munhu wandaidanana naye zvekuti anotaura nanhasi kuti ndiye munhu wandakafa achidanana naye. But SB Moyo anotaura zvakare kuti in that relationship yaSB Moyo aiziva marelationships aiitika, achimuadvisa kuti ichi neichi neichi. So ingati vaiva in open relationship nani naSB Moyo, avakabva atora mwoyo waSusan. Izvo hatizvipinde, but kutaura kuti vanhu vakanga vakushandisa advantage. Mnangagwa akatanga kurepa mwana asati atomboita zvese kuzoita go through trauma for the rest of her life. Inini I feel for Susan. I mean, I feel for Susan whether she's used by ZANU PF or what, but to come out in open and say it, zvinoratidza kuti something is has been happening. Hakuna nyaya yakadaro inombobuda, and sezvataurwa naleader Barbara kuti izvoni the person now to prove that she is wrong, it's not Simba Chikanza. The person to prove that he is wrong is himself Mnangagwa kuti ina handina makumbo akatsuka inini, handina kuchecheudzwa, handina kumbomupa 50 million kana tsuku zote yakamboenda nepapi. Izvozvo nezvaMnangagwa to prove kuti hazvina mbobvera zvaitika, zvigoproviwa namai Mnangagwa himself kuti havana kudzinga here ainzani Emelda Tilda mushandi wavo akanga ari maid nenyaya iyoyo, havana kumboridza futi here kukwekwe nenyaya iyoyo. Vakazvinyarara chii chaiitika, haisisiri zvasuzu. Am I on mute? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
I can hear him as well.
Okay. So Chief gadzirisai magadget because ndiri kupopota ndiri fast. So ndiri kuti izvozvo hazvisisiri, it's no longer in a matter yekuti Susan must prove kuti wakarepewa papi, wakarepewa nguvai, zvaane vanhu vakanangirwa vakataurwa izvozvo. And what boggles my mind, Chief, ndezvekuti pakabuda nyaya yaThemba Mliswa, people did the same. Pabuda nyaya Themba Mliswa, people did the same. Kuti hakunyepa, Themba Mliswa is an honorable member. He was a chairperson weku East, hangamboiti zvakadaro vanhu vakamurambira. Until Themba Mliswa achizobuda manje akutaura in another version, takangodana nawo sevanhu, but nyaya yakanga yabuda pachena and yakanga iripo, and until today mwana waThemba ariko, but vanhu vaimurambira kuti haana mwana waThemba. Akazvibudisa musi unoyo akataura kuti Themba ari kutaura matwins, ndakamutaura nezvavo. Vanoziva kuti vakaenda kuma-light drums and stuff like that, vakanokonfirma kuti vana vamatwins, and she lost another baby. There was no communication yekutaura kuti ndozvakaitika. Zvese zvaitika in the ZANU PF lineage vachitoziva, but to the worst case scenario ndeyekuti the today's masquerading president of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Mnangagwa, raped this child when she was 14, 15 years, and it was kept on silence. So ndosangataura kuti kana pane candidate yandokwanisa kuti kana yanga iri admission list ndaiti number 1 Emmerson Mnangagwa, you have been accepted into Chikurubi maximum prison for the rest of your life, because nyaya yekurepa Chief, nyaya yekurepa citizens yasiyana nenyaya yekuti hanzi ano akaba mushopo saka mhosva hairovi. Nyaya yekurepa nenyaya yemurder hairovi, chero ikata 50, 20, 35 years vari kuuk munoziva kuti kune vanhu vari kutongerwa mhosva izvezvi dzakaitika 50 years ago. Kana wakarepa munhu, that's as far as good as murder. Saka Mnangagwa, Chief, to answer your last question, Mnangagwa must go to prison. Mnangagwa, if he doesn't want to go to prison, he must prove himself kuti inini handina kumbozviita. Pane zvinhu zviri evidence zvinokwanisa kuoneka very quick. Kune WhatsApp, kune Facebook. Ngaatore makumbo ake toziva kuti haana makumbo matsvuku. Ngaatore zvidya zvake toziva kuti haana chidzvanga chakataurwa chiri ku left side. Toziva kuti haasi. Kana akangobuda zvakadaro, toda kuziva kuti Susan akazviziva sei izvozvo. Ndo pane nyaya. Toda kuziva kuti Susan akazviziva sei kana atizoona zvinhu zvake zvakavharwa nebhurugwa akazviziva sei. Ndo pane nyaya zvekuti vanhu vachati akatumwa neZanu Pf kudisturba, akatumwa nefaction neZanu Pf kudisturba. Kana iye akamutuma kufaction neZanu Pf ari akamudza zvemakumbo, toda kuziva kuti akamaona sei futi. Because ndo mutambo wavo kurepana. So for now, that's where I am, a chief. Nga approve kuti the woman was wrong and she acclaim deformation of character kuti ari kundiita deform my character tione kuti zvinogumira kupi. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the comment section before we go to Loveness there. Ray Makolo is saying the witness one actually angauya approve wrong Susan kuti ED hazi yellow bone ana kuchecheudzwa. And my sister there Veronica Dzokora mwena wazvo makadiko manje nyika isi yeZanu garai mazviziva vakuru regai tione kwazvinosvika muchinyara imi. Sife no smoke without fire. Susan went through a lot. I totally agree with you there. Kennedy Mutore, yes guys, nyaya ya Susan takainzwa. It's very sad. It's a very sad story. But as a Triple C, let's not relax on this. Let us keep on mobilizing people for 2023, please. Pasha ata umwe anopanyura chete. ED anofana kutonyura. Tingamuregerere. Where is CNN? CNN, yes. This issue needs to go to CNN. Zanu Pf, a grouping of vampires, satanists, rapists, blood-sucking idiots. I agree with you, Jerry. P. Gapo, President Avana kuchecheudzwa. Toda kutozviziva izvozvo. Despite nyaya yaSusan, there are many more accusations. Yes, saka we are going to move with this story, folks, until tasvika kwamvura yacheka makumbo. Mnangagwa hatisi kuzomusiya panyaya iyoyi. And we are going to lobby our parliamentarians, and really, it should actually be both Zanu Pf parliamentarians and Triple C parliamentarians. They need to come out together and push this guy out. He either resigns or he has to be impeached. And we have spoken to lawyers. They said it's possible. If he doesn't do that, we are going to talk about what we are going to do here in North America to Emerson Mnangagwa. If by then he is still, he would not have resigned. Loveness, what do you think of this issue? What should we do?
Thank you very much, Chief. Nyaya inondipa kuti ndiite very emotional, because if you see kuti the person who calls himself the father of the country, he doesn't respect women. Ndosaka kuZimbabwe vanhukadzi vari kungoshungurudzwa. Ndosaka vana vasikana vari kungobatwa zvibharo, zvinhu zvakanyaya dzakadaro hadzitorwe serious, dzinongorova. And kazhinji kacho mukaona nyaya yazobuda, zvinenge zvakabva kare, zvinenge zvakabvira kare. I salute this woman, this lady Susan. I salute her because azvipa ushingi, haana kufunga kuti chii chichazoitika, zvinhu zvichamunakira here kana kuti zvichamushatira after abudisa nyaya iyi. But she became brave enough kuti abudisa nyaya iyi, which is why I am saluting her. Asunungura vana vakawanda, asunungura vakadzi vakawanda, because kuzoona nyaya yabuda yakadai, dzakawanda dzisina kubuda, dzakawanda dzakarova, dzevanhu vakatya kuzviburitsa. Patori nedzimwe nyaya dzema 18 years ane vana vari I think kuma 5 months now. Of course hapana hapo proof boss vanhu vacho vanotya kuuya nenyaya dzavo. But Susan, I salute you. Kana uchinzwa uri kuteera this program, I salute you. I respect you for coming up with this thing yoku-expose mukuru uyu. Mukuru uyu anofana kuvharirwa uyu because nyaya iyi haipedzi haasiyi hunhu hwakadai because akaibvira kudhara but zvanga zvisingabudi chete. Thank you Susan for this thing yawabudisa pachena. Thank you Chief.
Okay. Welcome back, Thabisile. I hope we can hear you now. Maybe you want to say one or two words on the issue that we are discussing here before we go to your issue, Susan Mutami.
Thank you.
Thabisile, can you hear me? Thabisile,
a mother, like somebody who is mothering a teenager, like a girl child as well. Look, yeah, I mean, any form of sexual culture is taboo. Whether you penetrate me, whether umbamba mabele, whether umbambi spoon, abuse is abuse and is taboo. So I would say whoever who becomes a perpetrator to sexual abuse on a gay child, look, they deserve actually to be brought to book and get the punishment they deserve. We as a society of Zimbabwe, we as a black society, we don't tolerate that. Especially for somebody who is a father figure, it's unheard of as Zimbabwe. They are not happy and they'll never place our country.
Okay. All right, Thabisile, you keep breaking up here. But we'll come back to the issue of Susan Mutami when we are discussing Emmerson Mnangagwa at the United Nations. Now we just want to move on to another story that made the headlines. That just made the headlines, the breaking story.
We will not have done justice if we leave it like hanging like that. The issue of Susan Mutami. I think this is the high time where the parliament must act and impinge Emmerson Mnangagwa. The constitution is very clear on that, and we can't have someone who calls himself a president who is also a pedophile. One must lead by example. He is supposed to be protecting vana. He are busy abuse vana. Susan is not the first one or the last one that he was abused by Emmerson. So if people want to be fair, if the parliament is for the people, Chief, they have to impeach Mnangagwa. And I know there are some Zanu Pf MPs who do not support this thing, this abuse thing. They are there. So I think people should unite and do the good thing for the country.
Yes, I totally agree with you there. DJ Prof, one word to close this issue on Mutami, but we are still going to come back to it when we are discussing Emmerson Mnangagwa. Do you agree with what Barbara is saying, that he must be impeached?
Yeah, definitely. We must use all legal frameworks or legal routes to make sure that this is not a further Zimbabwe that we want. And I agree with the DJ Babs on that, because honestly speaking, we cannot look forward to someone like that. What are we going to learn as young people, as young as I am? What am I going to learn? Because ipo panapa ndokutofunga kuti kuita politician unokwasangora na vasikana chero wada. Yet it's not supposed to be like that. You cannot use your position to do that. Worst case scenario ndile kuti Mnangagwa took Susan Mutami into his house to take care of her, not to take her as a woman, not to take her as a wife, I mean. But to a surprise, Chief, you see people, even here on this platform where we are speaking about this unruly thing that has happened, you see a young person, when this thing happened, this person maybe was still in primary school, but he's here supporting what ED has done. This actually, that's why we see some of us end up speaking with emotions in things that we need to be professional. Because you cannot speak of someone that he has never even come on public to say, Susan Mutami, you are lying. In 2001, I was not there. Or in 2001, I never saw you. Or in 2001, my wife never spoke to you about this. We have got a right, the immediate witnesses, the immediate witness yatinokwasongetina and mai munangagwa ngavatauro kuti zvakataurwa naSusan ndezvekunyepa here kuti havana kuenda naye kwakati here vachinyepera mukadzi wako kuti ndiri kuita zvakati izvozvo ndozvanga zvichibudiswa pachena totangira ipapo kana pasina kuitwa izvozvo I'm really saddened by the people who support us. We are speaking from the horse's mouth. The other side said I don't think I will call him a president and never from today going forward. So we will come.
He was never a president.
Yes, we'll come back to the story. Let's go to other things, but let's yeah.
Yes, sir. So, yes, the good news that we have for you citizens. I've never seen anyone calling the word citizens the way Susan Mutami was passionately referring, my citizens, you know, she was so passionate about the word citizens, and I know I just like that. So, my citizens, we have good news here. Triple C has won the by-elections in Chipinge. We're going to post the official results here. If I tell you can do that. We have also won Chipinge. We had the by-elections in Chipinge and by-elections in Kariba, and Triple C has won both of them. Of something that we need to note here is Chipinge is a rural ward, and you know, this is something that we need to celebrate. Let's celebrate our small victories, because yes, they are the results there. By election Kariba, Ward 5, Triple C, 303 seats. Votes. Zanu Pf 175. Chipinge, Ward 16, a rural ward. Triple C 1,291, and Zanu Pf 1,205. I just like the turnout. And I think this is very good, because it has shown us that if we show up in large numbers, even if Zanu Pf tries to rig, because they did try to rig. I was speaking to people in Chipinge. Zanu Pf tried to rig big time, but because the people of Chipinge showed up in big numbers, in large numbers, it was very difficult for Zanu Pf to rig. So this is a lesson going into 2023. We have another by-election again that is coming in Gokwe, Kombiano, and that's a constituency. We just need to encourage people, to encourage our folks in Zimbabwe to show up in large numbers. And even going into 2023, let us go and register and make sure that we come en masse, we go and vote en masse. If Estella, you can play us that song for, you know, registering to vote by Change Radio production, as we go to Barbara to just give us what she thinks about this victory, Kariba Ward 5 and Chipinge Ward 16.
Register to vote, and they do no vote. Hatiti vano sokopota, kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. Register to vote, and they do no vote. Hatiti vano sokopota, kutuka vamwe vasina kuvota. For presidency, nechitupa changu ndeta check ndapinda tonazi, monazi, ndoda kunyorejesa masalazi. Maketo yuzi yakametesa, vemushika pamusika varikutengesa. Kuti kugokwanisa kuvota paunoda, manya kuzeki orejesa kuvota. Regesa kuvota, kuvota. Register.
Just 5 minutes. Oh, but scope in the motor
Can you mute, Chief?
Chief, can you mute yourself?
DJ Prof.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. About these by-elections, Kariba and Chipinge. You know, I just want to congratulate the councillors, for CCC councillors, and all those who are working on the ground. Not forgetting the people from Diaspora who fundraised for these by-elections, although it was a short notice, but at least we there we are. We managed to regain our wards that we were recalled by the councillors who were recalled by Dagi. And also, you know, it also shows kuti ma structures anabasa. A structureless party managed to win elections over a structured party as Zanu Pf. So why vachitaura zvemastructure ngavagare pasi. Structure ina basa, vanhu ndo vane basa. And come 2023, this is a clear indication that 2023 people are gaining confidence. More and more people are gaining confidence on CCC. And come 2023, you know, Zanu Pf, we know kuti inowina through rigging. So it will be very difficult for them to rig because people are going to vote in their numbers, and CCC is going to win resoundingly. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Dita Babs. I think manyaso kudoba nemi umanda nchida kurova chaimu. Nanya kubata nyaya structures kuti munonzwa Twitter Jonathan Moyo what structures, Chani what structures, hands muno wina say my election nacho musina structures because structure really important kuti rinogadzisa zvinhu kuti zvifambe. Iyo Chipinge rural iyo. Pane mashinanigans akawanda and vanhu vangada kutarisa nhamba vakati mawina nenhamba idiki only 80 something. Zvaitwa kuChipinge nevanhu vekuChipinge vakakundikana but vanga vane ma-rigging tactics avaiita. Chikurudziro yedu isusu ndeyekuti vanhu ngavarejistere uwandu hwavo voenda kunovhota neuwandu kuti panoitwa ma-rigging tactic zvese zvichashanda. IT department, can you play an audio yakabva kuChipinge vanhu vanzwe zvaiitika kuChipinge? Can you just play for us?
Makondo hey, mchemberi wanga ari kuchema hanzi tainziita kuti handigoni kunyora. Waitopuhwa munhu wawaenda konyora naye. Hanzi waiti kanokati ukaenda konyora wega onzi hatizokupi chibage. Saka pane nzvimbo yaitonzi ukangofamba wega chete votonzi hatizokupi chibage. Saka waifanira kusvika ipapo kuti handigoni kunyora uchipuhwa munhu unondokunyorera. Waitoona vanhu vacho vezanu iwavo hanzi munhu 1 aitokwanisa kudzoka achipinda nevanhu kundonyorera vanhu maybe kuma 70 iye ari 1 vanhu vese vachienda paari vachiti handigoni kunyora iye uchindowanyorera pakaipa.
Right. So ndo inini ndoda kupa challenge kune vakomana nevasikana vechidiki vane vabereki vari kuitwa izvozvi kumusha kuChipinge ndanzi mukasaredzesa muwane chibage. Kufunga kwangu ini ndinoti dai taikwanisa tikakwanisa kuchengetawo futi vabereki vedu tikatiziva kuti vanoda chibage vanoda zvakati, ndo imwe way yekubvisa rigging iyo because mubereki akafunga kuti ndozonyimwa chibage anobva aenda unovhotera Zanu Pf. But akaziva kuti ndine mwana wangu ini nokuti chero ndikanzi ndonyimwa chibage ndinopuwa $50 nemwana wangu ndinozvitengera chibage ndega, anobva aregedza kutoenda kunoregistrwa kunovhoterwa neZanu Pf zvaitika kuChipinge. But ndoda kutenda ma citizens in Chipinge kuti makamira pachokwadi mukati chibage hachina basa mukati kupiwa mbewa hakuna basa isusu chatiri kuda ichange tisina mastructure kudaro zvakafaya zvakadaro. Thank you very much Chipinge and congratulations the citizens of Chipinge. I thank you for that.
Thabisile, let's try you again and see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Please go ahead and tell us about the movie.
Okay, so the movie's title is The Step Killer. So The Step Killer is a thriller kind of movie, which is encapsulated with romance, murder, deceit, theft, and movie 3 months ago.
My sister Tabi, I think there's a problem with you. No, we cannot hear you. We can't
Can you hear me now?
Yes, better now. It's better now. You can go ahead.
Okay. Can you? Okay. Which part did you miss, or where was I when you last heard?
From the beginning. From the beginning.
Yeah, I think we might have to do this another time at Thabisile. People want to hear about the movie, but the network is really bad.
Right.
Right. So let's move on here. Loveness, your very quick comment on the by-elections. We want to move on to another topic.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Chief. I don't have much to say, but I would like to thank people in Chipinge for standing up together kuti tikunde chinhu chinonzi Zanu Pf. Pasina kubatana havaimbokwanisa kukunda because sematauriro azviri kuita kunzi they tried to rig. That person ainzi aibatsira vanhu kuvhota achinzi vanhu havagoni kunyora vari chivaendesa one by one kunovanyoresa. Obviously that person was doing part of the rigging, but just because vanhu vechipinge vakabatana and vari kuziva zvavari kuita vakakwanisa kukunda, and which is a very good sign inoratidza kuti next year there's going to be light. Yeah, that's all what I can say. Thank you.
Yes, there's so much hope going into 2023 because of these by-elections. Thank you, Diaspora. Thank you, citizens, for continuing to support. We got a message here from our Secretary for Elections. If it can be posted there, that would be great. But Councillor Ian Makoni was thanking Zimbabweans in the diaspora because we did contribute. I think a number of you will remember that we actually had a Twitter Spaces where we raised some funds for both Kariba and Chipinge. So you contributed, diaspora, you contributed, citizens. Let's continue to do that as we go towards 2023. Victory is certain. We will get there. Now moving on to another topical story, the North America citizens in North America will be having a demonstration in New York. I was expecting people from North America to be here. I haven't seen them so that they can tell us more about what is going on in New York. So as someone who is a part of the organizing committee, I'll just say a few things here about this very important event. I know Mr. Mpanda is trying to join so that he can give the packages, the hotel packages that are there. But what I can say is we have the mother of all protests, the mother of all demonstrations in New York City, at the United Nations General Assembly. As you know, every year we all the leaders in the world, they gather in New York. This includes even people like Emerson Mnangagwa, the rapist. He will also be there at the United Nations. So we are saying all Zimbabweans, all citizens, everyone who cares about human rights, who cares about women's rights, who cares about what is going on in Zimbabwe, please come to the United Nations on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Will be at the United Nations General Assembly protesting. We are not only protesting, but we also have a fundraising dinner for 2023 elections on Saturday night, immediately after the demonstration. And then on Friday, we also will have, that should be the 22nd. On Friday, we have a democracy and human rights workshop where we are expecting top human rights activists from Zimbabwe and the United States of America and others that are going to come from other parts of the world to address us, to be, part of the proceedings. So please, this is an opportunity for you as a Zimbabwean to come and stand with others and speak with others and make sure that your voice is part of the many voices that are going to be at the United Nations. And now, I think it has been made more sweeter that Emerson Mnangagwa, is going through all these issues that we are talking about. And he's supposed to be there. But as Zimbabweans, we must fight. We are going to fight. And we have to fight to ensure that Emerson Mnangagwa is not allowed anywhere near the United Nations. Because how can they be addressed by a rapist? How can world leaders agree to be addressed by someone who is abusing young people in Zimbabwe? That man is not fit to address the United Nations. And we are going to stand as citizens in North America and say no to that. If he decides to come, if he does decide to come, if he continues with this journey, which I think he must cancel, because if he comes to the United Nations, we are going to embarrass him. Citizens are going to embarrass him because we'll be there in full force. So we are saying, Zimbabweans, let's come and speak with one voice. Let's stand with one another and ensure that, Emerson Mnangagwa does not address the United Nations. Remember last time we made him to address empty chairs. We made him to address empty chairs. This time, he doesn't even need to address anything because he is not fit. He is not fit to be even stepping in the United Nations General Assembly. So let's come and, do what we can. Those who cannot make it, please find a way of supporting. We'll be sending details here shortly of some of the programs. So if you want to join right now and pay your package, the package includes the hotel, and it also includes the ticket for the dinner itself. And then we are also hoping to have a musical event on Friday night. Mkanya vanenge varipo and other musicians that we are talking to. You'll be seeing the posters very soon. Barbara, I know you're one of those that are inching to come. Can you again confirm in front of all citizens that you are traveling all the way from the United Kingdom to be part of these proceedings?
Oh yes, Chief. I'm actually traveling to America. Inini kana ndakambokwanisa kutravela to Scotland. I remember I traveled 14 hours in going to Scotland from Wales, where there was the COP26 meeting summit in Scotland. Ndakadarika nyika nhatu. I was staying in the Wales, and then ndikadarika England, ndikati Scotland ndichienda kuno demonstrate. So America, it will take me less than 14 hours to fly to America. So haizi nyaya. ndokubasa kwedu
Yeah,
ikoko
it's actually a 6-hour flight from the United Kingdom.
ndokubasa kwedu ikoko kuchifa. Hayi, isusu
Wow.
ndo zvatoda zvejambanja ndo zvedu. And I said, Chief, the
Yes,
North America must invite Susan to this demo. Inoteta punch manje kana mukadaidza Susan. I still repeat.
Susan, if you are listening,
Susan
you are invited.
Susan,
You are invited
I'm
to
a
come to the
fireworks.
United Nations General Assembly. DJ Prof, you can come in and tell us what you want the youth to hear about this demonstration. You are the main stakeholders as the youth. So please talk to the youth about the importance of this demo.
Definitely, Chief. I think it's very, very important to us. Not only about this demo, Chief. Yes, demo. It's one of the panacea way of achieving what we want to achieve. I think everything that is going to happen now, Chief, going forward in terms of excusing the regime. I don't want to use the very strong word because of excusing the regime to leave the power to the young people. Energetic leadership and so forth. Anything that is going to happen going in that direction is for us to participate with everything that we have, with all our strength, because we are looking forward to our future. And I'm still thinking now, and I know there are a number of youths around, Chief, that are in the same position with me now, well educated, but future you can't see it. I'm thinking now kuti imba chief yakuita 1.2 million, the cheapest yaunokwanisa kuwana kuma location muZimbabwe, 1.2 million US dollars. Ndinoiwana rini mariyo kana ndikasashanda at this age? Pandosvika retirement, Chief, pandosvika age of retirement, then chinogara pai ndakuenda kumusha. So that thing, it must sink in us as young people kuti izvozvo zvakatadzwa uri navabereki vedu, isusu we're just looking at the people vachiita zvavari kuita, vachiba vachiita sei, and we're looking at it, we're not doing anything. So for the demonstration, Chief, again, like I concur with Leader Baba to say, I think as young as Susan Mutami must be invited to that demo and speak to say, ndauya kuzodzinga rapist panapa. Akandirepa munhu and he must go back. And he must go back to Zimbabwe. And,
Wow.
and I know North America have got a punch for him to even to address empty chairs. But this time he's not going to even address those chairs because people remove their chairs. He must leave. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, DJ Prof, for speaking to the youth. Loveness, can you tell the women to attend this demo? My sister, Delina Mchambizi, in the UK, are you coming? Please, if you are coming, just write in the comment section that we are coming, and then we can give you more information. Loveness.
Thank you very much, Chief. Demonstration inofana kuatendwa. All the ladies, all the youths must attend this demonstration. Even uri kure, I think you can find a way of support. Semataro aitwana Chief. Kana tikada kutarisa the future iri mumaoko my youth. And kazhinji kacho imba isina munhukadzi, imba iyoyo haimiri zvakanaka. So ladies out there, all ladies out there, let's join hands. Vanokwanisa kuattenda that demonstration, let's go and do this thing. Susan, I support this again. If possible, please invite her. Invite her. She must stand for the ladies. She must stand for women. She must stand for the youth. That's all I can say for now. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much for the support. Please, those who can make it to America for this very, very important demo, let us know, and we'll give you all the necessary information, including visa application if you have to. But we want all citizens to be there. This is a mass protest for all Zimbabweans, for all citizens, and we are working with all progressive forces here, other political parties, other civic organizations, so that we all do this as Zimbabweans. And Estella, what's the other story that we need to discuss before we wrap up?
I think those are the stories.
Okay. Right. So I will start with Leader Barbara to give your closing remarks. I know they will be focused on on Susan Mutami, and I actually support the idea that we should invite Susan Mutami to North America for the UN General Assembly demo. Your last words, Champion Barbara. She's still there? Okay, your last words, Loveness.
Okay, thank you, Chief. My last words, and to all the citizens out there, let's unite, let's have one word, riri kutaurika kunzoko, kuti register to vote. I think tikabatana, tikaungana nechinhu chimwe chete, tinokwanisa kubvisa this rapist of a father that we are having in Zimbabwe. And I think kubva kwavo babe vavavo ndiko kusununguka kwevanasikana vose varipo izvozvi nevari kutevera, because baba kana vakasabva kana kuti kana vakasasungwa, vanasikana nevanhukadzi vacharamba vari muusungwa ihwohwo, because everyone ari around that man achaona as if kurepa munhu is something that is simple, is something that chisina kana basa, so vacharamba vachizviita. So let this man get arrested. Vanofana kupinda mukati kuti vanhu vanyatsoona kuti this thing is serious, it's not right. And that's all that I can say, because nyaya yacho inotoshungurudza. Thank you for now.
Okay. DJ Prof.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think ndine zvinhu zvitatu zvandoda kutaura. Okay, Leader Stella. Okay. Ndine zvinhu zvitatu zvandoda kutaura. Chekutanga ndechekuti vechidiki, vana mukoma vangu, vana sisi vangu, vana mai vangu, vana mbuya, vana sekuru, ngatirejeste kuvhota. And tarejesta kuvhota tinofanirwa kunge tichiziva pekuvhotera. Tiri kuda change muZimbabwe. Wechipiri chekuti voter registration inspection iri kuitwa muZimbabwe. Please ndiri kukumbirawo vari kuZimbabwe nevari kudiaspora kune malingi aripo, ndiri kukumbirawo kuti mutarise mazita enyu kuti zita renyu harina kuitwa here, harina kubatwa chibharo here nevanobata zvibharo ava. Rokwasa rakabatwa chibharo rikabviswa pa voters roll. Please endai munotarisa zita renyu risati rarepewa ipapapo. Right. Kechitatu ndinoda kupa kutenda kune vateereri nevatari vese vanga vanesu paFacebook panapa. Isusu we are Change Radio. We give you news undiluted. We give you as they are, as we receive them. Questions and answers, we answer them undiluted as they come to us. Tichibetserana takadaro. Ngativei anyone is God now taakuziva. Pamainzwa kuchinzi nyika kune mabhinya vaizviziva. Saka iko taakuziva manje through munhu akabhinyiwa kuti kune mabhinya zveshuwa. Let be everyone's sister, brother's keeper. Tichengetadzane sema citizens. I thank you.
Chief, Mr. Mpanda Mapinda.
Oh, okay, good. Right. Mr. Mpanda, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. How are you?
We are good. Thank you very much. Ndino watanga takamirira veNorth America. so that you can tell us more about the UN demo. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay. This one, we have been doing this for a number of years, attending the United Nations General Assembly for demonstrating against Zanu Pf, against the raping of our country by the Zanu Pf regime. So this year we are on September 24. We will be painting the city, if possible, yellow, but we are inviting all Zimbabweans of all political adventures or political perspectives or persuasions to come and join us to demonstrate against the raping of our country by the Zanu Pf regime. Saka tinoda kukokai mose kuti muuye. Tine several packages that we prepared for your stay in New York, starting Friday night. Saturday night to have the dinner, then Sunday we bid farewell to the city for those who will be going out of New York. We have got several packages. I don't have the details on the monies, but I can tell you safely that we have got individual package where you can stay in your hotel room, Uriwega. Come, you have got a family package where your entire family, you, wife and children, you, husband and children, cousins and whatever, you can book your own package where you can stay with your family in one room. We have got up to 3 people in a room package as well, and we have got up to 4 people in a room package as well. The price is different, but I think the 4 people in a room package is the cheapest. And so we have tried to make these packages as affordable across all people. We have got different backgrounds or different income levels, such that we cater for even people coming from California, Oregon. Let's go and assemble in New York and tell the regime that Taneta, Zokubatirwa nyika yedu chibha kwet, Taneta, and we should make sure that this is the last demonstration, the last unga that Mnangagwa comes to town in New York. Next year, I'm sure we'll be having a different leader to not demonstrate against, but to welcome to New York. So that's all I have, unless you have got questions.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Zimbabweans that are listening, whether you are in America, Canada, or United Kingdom, you heard it from Mr. Mpanda there. You are invited to this very important event on the 23rd, 24th, 25th in New York City. Thank you very much, Mr. Mpanda.
And also, still on that, we have got key personalities, very important people that will be gracing this occasion. I think in the subsequent broadcast, I can come and safely tell you that ningina ningi ndo vari kuuya vachange varipo. Saka tinenge takatsigirwa nemazita makuru on this occasion. Saka we are gonna have a lot to talk. We are gonna have a lot to see, but we have got key people, very important people, very, very important people who will be leading the demonstration. Thank you so much, Chief.
Yeah, and they've been calls here by people that were watching the program that we need to invite Susan Mutami to the UN demo. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's worthwhile cause. We'll pursue it, and we have to measure the temperature of the people, how they would want to have that spicy to the demo. So
okay,
yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Barbara, are you still there to give your last words?
Yes, Jeff.
Okay, it looks like Barbara is no longer there.
I'm here.
I think my last words are just that let's come together,
Chief,
Zimbabweans.
Leader Barbara is there.
Yes. Oh,
I can hear her.
So please go ahead.
Okay, maybe my final words, Chief, will be to say, urging all the Zimbabweans to register and vote, and then vote next year, and also to go and check for their names in the exec, or maybe to use that shortcut. Is it *1? Is it 265 hash?
Yes.
Econet and net one. Please yezvinezvi nyaya ndedze kuregister kuvhota. And I've always said, good Chief, those in Africa, they are the game changers. Wherever you are, guys, Wana Prof, Nana Loveness, Nana Tuli, we are banking on you guys. Mobilize people to go and register to vote and then to vote next year so that we remove this government of thugs. Susan Mutami said, my citizens, what I can urge you, please go and register to vote. Please register to vote and vote these thugs out. Now, they don't care about you. She's been in there in the system. She knows. They don't care about the people. They only care about themselves. So let's vote them out. We can only do that when you are registered to vote. Thank you.
She has finished, Chief.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, in conclusion, I was saying, I know some people are saying the issue of Mutami is maybe a distraction, or it's something that Zanu Pf is throwing to us so that we are distracted. Yes, it might be, but we are multitaskers. You know, a human being was not meant to just do one thing at a time. We will not be distracted to the extent that we forget other key things that we need to do. We are going to pursue this issue. Yamunangagwa, he needs to face the music. He needs to face the full wrath of the war, of the law. Nobody is above the law, whether he is president or not. He needs to answer to these charges. So my appeal is now for all Zimbabweans, everywhere where you are, do something about this issue. If you are in the United Kingdom, write to the parliamentarians there, whichever country you are, really, just make sure that you let the authorities there know. Write a letter, come up with a petition. Do something about this. Let the world know that this is Emmerson Mnangagwa, and this is the so-called president of Zimbabwe. Let's not be people that see things going bad and we don't do anything about it. We see wrong things happening and we normalize them, and we say we will not do anything about it, and we just watch things happening. We cannot be a nation, like that. Let's take action. Let's do something. And I also want to urge our parliamentarians, both Zanu Pf and Triple C, let's come together. Let's impeach this person. We need to start hearing in the parliament this issue being discussed. And to my sister Susan Mutami, again, we salute you as a nation, as citizens. We stand with you, because that's what we do as a people, as a nation. We stand with each other. We have to support each other. We have to be in solidarity with each other. You were abused and you have spoken up. I know the Australian government will protect you, but I want you to know that we stand with you. And like other people have been saying in different platforms, to Interpol, you can report it, to the Australian authorities, so that especially if you report to Interpol, even us here, we may now have a chance to do a citizen arrest, because a case would have been started. So those who speak to her, please encourage her not to just talk on social media, but she must then do something about it, like reporting the case to Interpol, so that there is a record of that. And then everyone else, let's do the little that we can. Let's push. Let's do something. Let's come up with petitions. Let's petition the UN. Let's petition SADC. Let's petition AU. Let's petition organizations that support democracy and human rights all over the world. And lastly, I want to appeal to women rights organizations in Zimbabwe. Why are you quiet? Why are you quiet? You cannot be speaking up when you want to speak up, and you cannot. I know your charters or whatever, you were established for, it's there, it's right there. It's not written that you can support certain people and then you don't support certain women. You are there to support women. Why is it that the women organizations in Zimbabwe haven't commented on this issue? Why haven't they said anything? We want to hear Anamusasa and women for what? Women, all those women. We have about 8, 9 women organizations that are receiving grants from all over the world, that are supported by organizations here in America and the United Kingdom. Do your job. Itai basa renyu. Musarambe makanyarara muchingo taimira tunyaya tisani basa rese kuti President Chamisa vazotorera nhingi. These are issues that you should be addressing. These are issues that you should be, making statements about. So let's do something about this. Isuse Change Radio will continue to talk about this as a media organization. Will continue to enlighten you about what's going on about the Susan issue, and I will also continue to highlight. Don't just end by hearing this, what we are discussing here. Batafone utaure nevanhu vari kumusha vaudze kuti mnangagwara kuita basa rekurepa vana vanhu vanoshamisika, but if you don't tell them, they will never know, So word of mouth is very important. Make sure your people know, so that when they vote, when they go to vote, they know that they are voting for a rapist, But if we do not tell them, they will not know. Information moves very slowly in the rural areas. So let's do something ourselves. We speak to people in rural areas. Ihama dzedu, ndana tete vedu, ndana mbuya vedu, ma family groups imomo, ma community groups imomo. Appreciate you. We'll meet again in other programs. But thank you for being here. Let's continue to share this video so that as many people who did not get a chance to be here will be able to watch it. Thank you. Yes.